This video explains how to use geometers sketchpad to teach enlargement. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the grid on, and then I'm going to click in the middle and I'm going to move it down here so we're looking at the first quadrant. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on the snap points option and use the polygon tool to draw a shape. So there's the polygon tool, and I'm just going to draw myself a little L shape. And you can stop the polygon tool from drawing by double clicking on the last point, the last vertex, and if you want to change the colour and make it nice and pretty, you can. Now that's my shape. I'm now going to switch off the snap points, and I can pick up the shape and move it around. Now if I put a point there, I'm going to create a centre of enlargement, and I'm going to tell the computer that that's the centre of enlargement by double clicking on it, and I can now use the enlargement tool, which is this one here. And you can see now that the shape moves towards the centre of enlargement, and when it goes through it, it goes upside down. Interesting point there. And that gives you kind of a picture of enlargement. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is draw some rays, and the reason for this will become apparent. Rays are lines that, start again. Rays are lines that start at a point, and then they carry on forever. So there's a ray. And I'm going to make a ray go through every single vertex, every single point of this shape. And then when I enlarge it, you'll see how the rays are linked to that. Okay, so now if I go onto the enlargement tool, you can see that the shape slides up and down the rays. Notice how the vertices of the shape are always on their rays. And if I move the centre enlargement somewhere else and use the enlargement tool, you can see it moves along there. It doesn't matter where I move the mouse on the screen, the shape is stuck on those lines. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of an exam style question now. So okay, there we are. Right, so a typical exam question will give you a shape, and it will ask you to enlarge the shape from a centre of enlargement. So the first thing you need to do is know where the centre of enlargement is, and my centre's here. It's 3 along and 3 up. And I'm going to enlarge this shape with a scale factor of 2, and I do that using the transform menu. And on this program, enlargement is called dilation, dilate. Now it starts off with this menu. You can see at the moment I've got a fraction. It's 1 over 2, which is a half, and you can see a half actually makes the shape smaller. There it is, that tiny little shadowed shape there. So I'm going to double it, so I need to do 4 over 2, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. And you can see this is double the size. Okay, so the width there, this one's double. And that would be my answer. Now, by moving the centre of enlargement, you can see that the enlargement stays the same size, but the centre of enlargement determines where it goes, and it's a little bit like a shadow cast by a lamp, a big shadow of the L. And you can even have a centre of enlargement inside the shape. Now, most people can enlarge a shape and make it 2 times bigger or 3 times bigger, but being able to use the centre of enlargement means you get the shape in the right place, and that of course is worth extra marks in your exam, and it also helps you to understand a bit more about the mathematics of enlargement.